How's it going, guys? Ramtide here. For today, I wanted to go over some quick tips with you guys when it comes to getting better with your mouse, especially when it comes to increasing your accuracy on Battlefield 4. First off, what I would suggest is going into your mouse software if applicable. Now, this is something that's really beneficial as you can change the DPI and get kind of used to a DPI setting that works for you. As you can see, I'm on 600 DPI. What I would suggest is kind of changing that, just going around as you normally would with the mouse and seeing what's nice for you. Finding something that's comfortable for you is the most important thing. For me, initially, I started off at like 2000 DPI, and I've steadily progressed lower and lower just because starting off, I didn't use my forearm to aim as much. And that's really what I'm doing now, is getting better at using my forearm to aim for general purposes and my wrist and finger movements for more precise accuracy. Now from there, I would suggest going into the test range. You can get to the test range from the main menu here in the battle log. You go to the main menu and you can just click test range and it'll take you to this page that's highlighted. Just hit play now. Now what I would suggest first coming into the test range is just moving around and getting used to the sensitivity. If it's too high or too low, you can go into the options in the controls right here and adjust it. Now another thing that I would suggest is turning on uniform soldier aiming. It's helped me out a lot, especially when it comes to my sniping, and what it essentially does is make the movements for your hip fire the same as for your ADS. From here, I would suggest getting a weapon with a little less recoil, such as the AK-5C. Now with the AK-5C, what you can do is if you stand near here, you'll constantly get ammo. And what I would try to do is just take out these first targets and trying to consistently get 3 or 4 of all of these targets with one magazine. You can really learn to tap fire and burst fire on this. That'll really help. Now, shooting stationary doesn't necessarily help you a whole lot in game, as if you're stationary a lot, you do open yourself up for easy headshots from snipers or easy pickoffs from people who are on the move. But it's easier to learn stationary shooting first and then going on from there and really getting better at all of the movements. In order to learn the tap fire, you can shoot at the longer ranged ones. You'll really learn to tap fire and burst fire with this. But for the most part, working on these medium range, these close to medium range targets is what I suggest. Next up, what I would suggest is going to something like the Scar H or the Bulldog. The reason for this is simply because these guns, you have to control the recoil, and they only have 20 rounds in the magazine. Now when it comes to these kind of weapons right here, you have to learn how to control the recoil along with utilizing every round in the magazine as efficiently as possible, which can translate to other weapons. Because if you use the other weapons like you use these, then you can be much more effective with them. So essentially, I would just do the same thing. I stay stationary, and I try to consistently take out at least 3 or 4 targets, the first 2 and then the second 2. And from there, you can try to start taking out these 2, and then going to the more medium range ones and seeing if you can take out at least 3 to 4 consistently. Anyways, I hope these tips help you guys out like they helped me out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, have a wonderful day. Ramtide out.